all that at the UN. So is this really all about playing politics? Joining me now to debate that, GOP strategist Jen Kerns and president of Solidarity Strategies, Chuck Rocha. Guys, thanks so much for coming on this morning.
Thank you.
Jen, we want to start with you. Or actually, you know what, Chuck, I want to give this to you. Actually, the Republicans say that they have been as accommodating as they can to this woman, Dr. Ford, in trying to get her to come here and to hear her side of the story. They think they're being unfairly criticized for the way they've been playing this. What do you think?
I think that we're in a rush. What is the big rush? When Obama appointed somebody to the Supreme Court, the Republicans left that vacancy open for 10 months, and the country went right along. Let's hear her out. Let's make sure we go through this process. It's an appointment for a lifetime to the biggest court in the land. I don't understand why we can't take the time, no matter which side is right, to make sure that everything has been vetted, that all the investigations have been done, and if the allegations are true, the senators can take that with what they may. But why be in such a rush to hurry that through? That's going to come back to play penalties for the Republicans in these midterm elections.
Well, it's obvious why they want to rush it, right, Jen? They need to get this done before the midterms in case they lose the House potentially, and they also need to get back so they can campaign for the midterms as well. What do you make of this? Do you think that this is all just a game by the Democrats? Is it a con game, as the president says?
I do. I think it has all of the markings of a political hit job. Look no further than what they did to Roy Moore in the 11th hour of that election in the state of Alabama. They trotted out a yearbook that just hours before Election Day was proven, at least part of the inscription of the yearbook, to be a forgery, according to handwriting and ink experts. You look at what they've done to other Republicans, such as Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 2003 recall election. Gloria Allred came forward and said there were 18 women who had accused him of groping. Turns out 0 of those actually went through the justice system after that election. I think the American people here are looking at this like the old Peanuts cartoon. It's Lucy stepping up and letting Charlie Brown kick that football. And I think Americans are starting to catch on to these last-minute tricks of Democrats here.
Chuck, what do you think? Let's take a look at this tweet from Dianne Feinstein, actually, guys, if we can pull this up. For Republicans, she says, to schedule a Friday vote on Kavanaugh today, 2 days before Dr. Blasey Ford has had a chance to tell her story, is outrageous. First, Republicans demanded Dr. Blasey Ford testify immediately. Now they don't even need to hear her before they move ahead with a vote. To the Republicans' defense, Chuck, I would say that Feinstein's had this information for a couple months now, right?
Right, and she was trying to protect a victim who had been raped. I would be very cautious in using the word con and talking about losing a football with a woman who was raped as a teenager, at least alleged raped as a teenager. We should hear this out and make sure we don't rush through it. Back to that point again. And what the senator's saying from California is, we're going to hear from this woman on Thursday. Great. She gets to have her time. Right. She gets to tell her story. But then you've already scheduled a vote on Friday. Don't seem like you're taking that very seriously to me. And I think the American public, unlike what Jen just said, will take this a different direction in the midterm elections because they're tired of seeing women talked about who've been raped in the same sentence as con.
Yeah. Well, and talk about taking it seriously. Dianne Feinstein should have taken it seriously. On August 20th, she met face-to-face with Judge Kavanaugh. She had already had the information more than a month. She did not ask him about it person to person. There were no cameras in the room. She could have done that human being to human being. She chose not to. The other way you know that's a political hit job, follow the money. Demand Justice is a new advocacy group that's set up. It's related to the group 1630 that has taken more than $2 million from George Soros's agency, Open Society. So you follow the money. This has all the markings of a political hit job.
You follow the money, the Republicans make you rich.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, I mean, we'll see. There's a lot of politics to this, and there's also the truth somewhere, and who knows if we'll ever get to it.
Let's find the truth.
Because the problem is this is 35 years ago, so we'll see what happens, guys.
We all
Thank you
agree
so
on
much.
that.
All right, Jillian, over to you.